We all agree tonight, all of the speakers have agreed that America has a very serious problem. Not only does America have a very serious problem, but our people have a very serious problem. America's problem is self-destruction. And for self-destruction. Self-destruction. And for self-destruction. Self-destruction. And for self-destruction.
Self-destruction, it really ain't the rap audience that's bugging. It's one or two suckers.
Hi everyone, this is STARS Podcast, which stands for Sons Taken Away, Remains Remembered Sincerely, A Mother's Love. And I'm your host, Star Nicole. This evening we have a pleasure of speaking with Deborah Willis, the mother of Terrence, aka Tank Willis. And we're just here to talk about it so we can hear her story and, hear about her son and what kind of person he is as a whole. So I'm here. First off, I just wanted to ask, how was your day today?
Oh, it was beautiful.
That's good. Yes. So, what is it that you would love the world to know? In your words.
In my words.
Yes. Of your son and your life story with your son.
I want the world to know that my son is truly a man of God through his struggles and all. He was an awesome dude. He was good. Mm-hmm. Everybody loved him. He was the type of guy that would just stop and help an old lady. He didn't have to know her. He wouldn't even receive nothing from her. He didn't want nothing from her. Just help her.
Right.
He would go in the neighborhood and dump the people garbage, and watch their porch down. Their kids sitting right there. But my son would do that. That's the type of love that he had for those type of individuals.
Right.
He loved it. Kids. I can remember one Christmas time, it was a group of kids weren't getting enough for Christmas because the family didn't have no money.
The money like that, yes.
Right. And my son went to his uncle and asked him. He said, rent me a car. And my brother-in-law rented him a car, which he was supposed to rent the car for just 2 days.
Right.
But he ended up keeping that car for a week. He rolled around and picked them children up that wasn't getting done for Christmas on Christmas Day.
Right.
And he rode around in Richmond Heights, Florida. Mm-hmm. And he took them back home. Those kids had Christmas. Because as he was riding, he was stopping through the neighborhood. And the people of the neighborhood was giving, was blessing those kids.
Yes, that's so nice.
So that's why I do events. I do Christmas events.
Right, and that's what I was about to say too. That's where you get it from. Okay. Nice. Right. Yes.
I do the toy drive in the honor of my son.
Right.
Okay, that is called Angel Tank. The Angel Tank in Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
So that's one of my son's pet peeves because he always was a giving person.
Right.
Always helping. Always praying for people. Now don't get me wrong, he had his faults.
Right.
Okay. I ain't finna dress up an angel.
Uh-huh. Right.
Because I ain't seen no angels here on earth.
Right,
so
exactly.
So he had his faults.
Right.
But he changed it.
Yeah.
He changed it. He got shot. He got shot in Coconut Grove. And the dude emptied a 9mm in my son. Right. Somebody thrown him a chair, and that's what kept the dude hand down from going up. And he emptied the gun in my son. Oh. But God sustained him then. And I have a video that I always put up. Mm-hmm. He's in the church giving up his testimony to the pastor. To the bishop.
Nice, yes.
Bishop Nixon. So everybody know who he is. Everybody know he gonna pray. He don't care if he got to pray on the street corner. Mm-hmm. He'll go in the club and tell them to turn the music down because they need to pray.
Right.
And they pray.
That's awesome because who really would go to a club and do that? So he was an amazing man of God to do to actually set forth and do that. That's nice. I like that. Yes.
That's who he was.
I like that.
And everybody know who he was.
Right.
Even at his service, people just was so. It was so like to hear his peers talk about him, and here this young man, he got 2 bishops, and he got evangelist, and then he got another pastor.
Right.
Came and asked to speak at his funeral. Wow. This boy was traveling to all type of churches.
And you never knew about that until after he passed, right?
Never knew. My baby was here, there, and everyone serving.
Man of God. Yep.
Serving.
Yep.
He got to clean the church. He gonna clean it.
That's nice.
They say, the pastor said, COVID time, say, the members didn't even come, but Tank came.
Wow.
Tank came while he was doing his ministry online. Tank, he said Tank was there faithfully.
That's nice.
So that's who he was. You know, he just, you know, I'm a believer like this. My son died in his calling.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And his calling was taking care of people. That night that my son got shot, I need the world to know, because the world know I'm not lying. He couldn't have gotten away. He didn't have to die. But he stopped. Right. And told a homeless man to run. And the man told him he couldn't run because he got peg legs. Yeah. So my son stopped.
So try to help him.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my God. It's just, you have to, like right now, he died May the 18th of 2021.
Right.
It's going to be 5 years, May the 18th. On May the 17th, I'm doing a remembering virtue for him.
Okay.
Each year I do it.
Where's that? That's going to be in Gainesville?
No, it's going to be here in Tallahassee.
Oh, Tallahassee. Okay.
I'm that mother. Wherever I go, my child goes.
Oh, yeah.
So whatever town I want to do an event in, and my son of honor, that's what I do it.
That's nice.
I don't have to be where he died at.
Yeah.
I'm still honoring my child that his name is still alive.
Yeah.
He's breathing through me.
Within you, yes. That's so true. So you mentioned that before you mentioned that he was having like a party for his girlfriend or something.
Well, he gave his girlfriend a party. It was Valentine's, February.
Okay.
Valentine's night.
Okay.
And he was in Coconut Grove. And before he went to Coconut Grove that night, I was on the phone with him because I used to live in Coconut Grove.
Right.
So I had said, Tank. He said, yeah, Ma. I said, don't take no gun.
Yeah.
I said, because you and them guys, y'all got the wrong attitudes in the grove.
Right.
He said, okay, Mom. He went to hang up the phone, and I hollered through the phone, Tank. And he said, yeah, Mom. I said, don't forget to make a deposit in God's bank.
Yeah.
Because you don't know when you need to make a withdrawal.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
That night, my baby got shot. He told the lady, he walked in the lady's house. The guy had the gun in it. He had told the lady, he said, I've been shot, call the police. The lady looked at him and told him he ain't been shot. What? And she looked again and she seen blood. Yeah.
So he got shot in February and passed in May, or?
No, he got shot
again.
February.
Oh, okay.
Then he got shot in May.
Oh, in May, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, man.
But see, that incident that happened when he got shot in February,
right,
was that him and a young man had got into something 4 years. It had been 4 years. And he didn't even get into it with the guy that shot him. It was another guy.
Wow.
He shot him for his friend.
I don't know what's wrong with people. I mean, you have beef, and that's why I try to instill in my kids, well, especially my sons, it's not good to get into it. Like, sometimes you get into it with someone, and even though you have let bygones become bygones and you forgot somewhat or change your life somewhat, I mean, that person probably they're gonna remember, so they're not gonna. But you said it wasn't even him; it was another guy that they meant that they wanted it. Wow.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
And then it's crazy because you shot him. What you shot him for?
Yeah. See, they don't like using their fists anymore. They always take a gun out, and that's so sad. It's so sad.
To be honest with you, ma'am, they had to use a gun.
Yeah.
Because my son, his hands,
he could fight. Yeah.
Right, his hands have to be insured.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
He'll get more time for his hand than he will a gun.
Yeah, I understand. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he had always said they have insurance.
Mm-hmm. And those hands of his.
Yes, him and his dad.
Oh,
so
wow. Mm-hmm.
they would tell you he was a little. They'll tell you he was short. He was a little short guy, but he was a giant.
Yeah.
That's how the world looked at him in Richmond Heights. He's a giant.
Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because I was talking to another mother the other day, and we were saying all these stories that I'm getting from these interviewers, my guests. It's like their sons, when you really think about once they passed and the amount of people that came forth and said how much of a good guy they were and what they stood for, they're truly legends in the neighborhoods and the streets. And it's sad that someone had to take their lives. It's sad. And
that really, and believe it or not, that really hurted that neighborhood.
Yeah.
The neighborhood, they got hurt too. They lost something.
Yeah, because they don't have anybody else coming out doing what he was doing.
Right. And one guy told me, he said, you know what, Ma? He called me Ma. He said, you know what, Ma? I said, what, baby? Wheelchair. He said, don't nobody come by my house to push me or take me out nowhere. He said, Tank, you should do all that for me. He said, I miss it.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do all that for him. That's just who that kid was.
Yeah.
So I tell people, and I tell them, do not answer me when I do events. I tell them, I say, what man will lose his life for another man?
Right, exactly. Right. Especially someone he doesn't know, Right.
And it's crazy, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, let me tell you. These people have to understand one thing. When you take a life, God said, touch my anointing and do my prophet no harm.
That's right.
So he'll turn, even though you ain't got caught, whoever it is.
Right.
God will take and turn your mind over to a renovated mind. You'll go slap crazy.
Knowing what you did.
Knowing what you did.
Yeah. That guilt,
There's no way you rest at night.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Yeah. Right.
But me and the God that live in me, all I want from the shooter is a conversation.
Right. As to why.
I just want to know, did you know my son's name?
Right.
I know you ain't mean to kill him because of the way the bullet hit.
Right.
It just flowed into his artery. I know this.
Right.
That you ain't mean to kill my baby. But you need to talk to me.
Right. You need answers. Yeah.
You need to talk to me.
That's right. You need answers.
And I'm not going to stop until justice is done.
Yep.
He will not be a cold case as long as I'm on this earth.
That's right. Justice for Terrence. Definitely.
Yes.
Did your angel have any children?
Yes.
Would you?
He has kids. He has 2 boys and 1 girl.
Okay.
He also have a grandbaby.
Aw, that's nice.
His oldest daughter is Takia Willis. His second child was Terrence Jr. Willis.
Yeah.
And his third child was Teron Willis.
Okay.
And his grandbaby by his daughter, Takia.
Yeah.
Her name is Kaylee.
That's nice.
And she got a chance to meet her granddaddy.
That's what I was gonna ask, if he got a chance to. Oh, okay, that's good. I'm glad.
And what she do now, she go every day, since he been gone, and she rubbed the vase with her ashes.
Oh, his ashes, yeah.
And she said, "Baby, I love
you." That's so sweet. And kids, they could babies and younger children, they could feel certain things. Just like they say, like pets also, like dogs could. Yeah, so she probably feels him around,
I believe she do.
Yeah.
I honestly believe she do.
Because he definitely was an angel here on earth, so I know he's an angel. Well, he's your forever angel, but I still know he's within all of you,
Yes.
You've raised an amazing man.
My mom and my dad, my mom, she was an Eastern Star, Candace Willis.
Okay, I am too.
And my dad, he was a Baptist minister in Richmond Heights on Lincoln Boulevard, Reverend Willis.
Yeah. Okay.
So we all came up, into a home knowing who God is.
Yes. Yes.
Around us and installing us.
Right.
Then he ended up with after my parents passed away. Mm-hmm. He said he don't know how it happened, but it happened. He ended up at his mom and dad's house, his grandparents' house. They was old people in their 90s. So he was 34 at the time. So he ended up taking care of them day and night.
That's nice.
But I tell you, this little kid, you wouldn't know. Them people were never wet.
Right.
They
were always taken care of. Yep.
Yeah, because he learned from my mom, because my mom used to take care of people.
Yeah.
So he know how to bathe them and do all that.
Yeah. So he had a lot of empathy inside of him, to watch, take over people and help them. Yeah.
Nice. Right. That's who that kid was.
That's nice.
Yes, I miss my baby.
I know. I could imagine. Did he have any hobbies? I know he always prayed for people and went to the church and helped people, like, especially the children, but did he have
playful.
Oh, okay.
We're real playful. He always laughing.
Mm-hmm.
That's how, and people know him as, if y'all finna fight, if he finna fight you,
yeah,
you ain't gonna know he mad because he's gonna be laughing. But if you gonna hit that ground, you gonna hit that ground, and it's funny, guys.
He'll help them back up. No. Oh.
He leave right on down.
Oh.
He wasn't bothering them.
That's funny.
And he wouldn't let the people sell drugs. You can't sell drugs in the neighborhood because his grandmama lived there.
Yeah.
His grandmama and old people live there, so they used to be mad with him. If they come in the neighborhood and they thinking they finna buy them drugs,
right?
He used to take their drugs and they buy stuff because they say he told about coming in that neighborhood.
Yeah, especially with the younger kids, you don't want them involved in seeing that and probably selling drugs themselves. Yeah, he was He was a
and so the people used to be out there crying, and calling me saying they ain't bothering him. I said, get them people their stuff back. Gone people alone. He was real playful.
Yeah.
He loved to play. Tank loved to play.
That's
yes,
nice.
I bet it was. Girl, I had to hit him in the mouth playing so much one time with me. I told him to go. I said, go. He just play blossom.
Mm-hmm.
He loved and he cut hair.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
He never. Remember when Andrews came?
When who?
The storm Andrews.
Oh, yeah.
My son was 12 years old at the time.
Girl. Mm-hmm.
And do you know he went and the security guards them allowed him to fill up the truck, get all everything he need.
Yeah.
So he took care of that neighborhood.
That's nice. At 12 years old, you see?
12 years old.
Mm-hmm. So he always had it in him to help people out and, be a positive role model and to everyone.
Yes, they love it. And people go, like, a lot of kids that know him, they go to my sister's house and, they tell my brother-in-law how much they miss him and,
yeah.
They was glad he did this for them.
Yeah, because it leaves a lasting memory in their minds, but then also them having kids and having younger kids or what have you, they tell, it's kind of like he has like a little story to tell, and they tell their children, or if the children could remember, they will want to probably more be like him and help out as well.
Right.
So, yeah. So that's good.
That's
Very
who
good.
he was.
Mhm. Was
So
he your only baby, or you had other children?
No, I have a daughter,
Oh, okay.
Alice Willis, and
Okay.
she have 2 boys.
Okay.
Well, I shouldn't say boys. She have 2 young men.
2 adults.
Right.
They grow so fast. Yeah.
Right, and her and her brother actually have the same birthday.
Are you serious? That's not.
Yes,
Aww.
serious. She was born June the 23rd,
23rd. Mm-hmm.
1973, and he was born June
75.
23rd, 1975.
That's nice. The other day, they have this thing now. Well, I don't know if you saw the story of the 2 brothers, the Pierre brothers getting killed.
Yes.
Yeah, they have the same birthday as well. I don't know if it's not the same as your kids, but like they as brothers, they share the same birthday. I think that's cool having the same birthday. I know they probably didn't like it though, because they wanted to do their own thing, right?
They never missed a birthday.
Yeah.
They always spent their birthday together.
That's nice.
They was like, my daughter was like his keeper.
Yeah.
Try to say your brother, you your brother keeper and all that. That's what she was.
Big sister, always looked out for him.
Yes, honey.
And I know he always looked out for her like he was the big brother, but he was a little brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
He looked out for her, but he don't.
Uh-huh.
Mama, he'll tell you about it. He didn't play by his sister.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's how it should be, though.
It was hard for her at first.
Yeah.
Start dating because he wasn't trying to.
Yeah.
He wanted everybody away from him.
Mm-hmm. Didn't trust anybody, and when stuff like that happens, you can't. Especially if you don't know who did it, it's so hard. To trust anyone around you.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. I trust God.
Yeah, exactly.
And let me tell you something. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting on the young man to come to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
And it's not the young man the streets want to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The one thing about God, He gonna let you see it.
Yeah.
He'll let you see it. He gonna let you see it.
In some form, some kind of fashion, some way.
Okay. All you gotta do is just stay there and stay prayed up.
Yep. Exactly. And that's all you can do. But leave it up to Him,
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. And it's so crazy, like all of the parents I speak with, and it's just so sad to hear the stories of their children and that they didn't really have to be gone. But I think God somewhat has a purpose for us now as the parents of angels, So like myself, I'm not sure. I don't think I'll ever be an advocate per se, but I mean, like with the podcast, at least I do have that to get the parents and family members' stories out there, so at least the world could know who their child was or is, rather. And I think somehow everyone brainstorming together or coming together, we definitely gonna make a difference,
Yes, we are going to make a difference. I know I'm not going to stop until I make one.
Right.
And if I have to do it alone,
right,
I'm going to do it alone.
You got me, girl. You don't have to worry about doing anything alone. You don't.
I'm doing this event, but I didn't tell you guys.
Oh, yeah.
It's a short note. And
short notice.
I wouldn't want nobody to travel that far anyway.
Oh. So you just do it with people from your side and stuff.
Right, so I'm good. I got my family, here with me, and we could do this. It's just this anniversary, so we're gonna do this and get past this.
Yeah.
But when I do stuff in Orlando.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me put it in a group, and we do it at least maybe 3 weeks out, so that way if I have anything going on, I could set a date, for that time. So
Okay. Do you drive?
Yeah, I drive.
Okay, well we getting ready to have a walk in Miami. We're gonna do it in Miami for the Miami Garden Rose.
Okay. Oh yeah, with Tanya. Okay, yeah, definitely.
Yes,
I'm gonna do that. That's my girl. Yeah.
Yes, with Tanya Lopez.
She talks a lot about you, a lot of positive things because I spoke to her the other day. We had an interview about maybe 2 weeks ago, and I was mentioning like the people that I already interviewed, and I mentioned a few names, and she was like, "Don't forget about Deborah." I was like, "Oh yeah, Tank's mother," because since I didn't interview you yet, I forgot your name, but yeah, she's really she really roots for you. Yeah, she's a nice person. I love you mothers. Like, even though I don't know you guys, but we're a part of this dreadful family, and we'll get through it together. I mean, no one wants to lose a child, but at least we can relate to each other, and we can have shoulder if you need a cry on my shoulder or anything. A phone call, at least if you have a question, more than likely we'll know the answer or similar to, because we had the same, losing a child. So
Right.
but I'm here. But yeah, I wouldn't mind going. What date is that? Do you know offhand?
Yes, we're gonna have it June the 7th.
The 7th of June?
Yes.
Okay. I know they have Stop the Violence is having something. I believe that's the weekend after though. 13th maybe, that's Father's Day, I think. So I'm going to that. But yeah, I'll definitely come support.
Would you like to come to the breakfast for murder parents, murder children? That's gonna be June the 6th. If you'd like to come, you can come to that breakfast.
Okay.
They're having for the mothers.
Yeah, I'll WhatsApp you after this, and then we'll talk about it. Like, so you could give me the time and place and everything, and yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. So before we go, I wanted you to tell us about the Guns Down, Voices Up Foundation. Okay. Tell me a little bit, and the viewers a little bit about that.
Okay. I chose to have this organization, Guns Down, Voices Up, Demand Justice, because it basically was surrounding something that I wanted to do. I was going to start a program called I Dare You.
Okay.
And the reason I dare you, I dare you and I challenge you. The reason I dare you is because I want you to see the reality of life. If me and you get in an argument and we go out there on the basketball court and you win the game and the game is over, guess what, dude? We all still alive.
Right.
And we all still home. We all still won.
Mm-hmm.
Saying you ain't no better than me and I ain't no better than you. We just had this game.
Right.
That's better than taking somebody's life.
Exactly. Yes.
There's a big difference there. There are consequences. Once the bullet leaves the gun,
you can't take it back. The life is.
It has a price on it.
That's right.
Okay, it has a price on it.
That's right. Yes.
So, guns down. That means turn them guns down, break them up, turn them down.
Yeah.
Your voice, use your voice. Your voice is power.
Yeah.
Your voice is demanding.
Yeah.
You can demand all type of justice.
Yeah.
It's on you. So hey, guns down, voices up. We are here.
Amen.
Terrence Willis Foundation.
That's right. That's right. And everyone, you could it's a 501c3, right?
It's a 501c3. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen listening, and you could check out the Guns Down, Voices Up Terrence Willis Foundation, 501c3, and you can make your donations as well to them. And because don't forget, Miss Deborah, she does go around, around Christmas time and give gifts and other things, school drives and different stuff. So they definitely will need your donation. So go ahead and look them up and read about them and get to know them. And yes, ma'am. All right. Okay. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about in general?
I just want to talk about, the absentee of my son.
Yes.
That it has really, it really was a big loss to my family.
Yes.
And it's like with me, I feel that I'm not even in this world sometimes.
I know. Yeah.
Sometimes I don't eat for days. I won't eat. And I said, oh, hey. Then my daughter said, boy, you just falling off. You're just losing so much weight.
Yeah.
I the last 2 years here, it has really been a big toll on me.
Yeah.
But I still trust God. I still stay on my mission because I know that at the end of this mission here,
right,
that everything that I set out to do to change, that it would be so. That I will stand
That's
before
right.
the world.
That's right.
And say it is done.
And rejoice. Yes.
Okay. Because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And people may think that, oh, why she like that? I feel in my heart that when they took the electric chair off the table,
yeah,
the crime got deeper.
Yeah.
So I'm one now willing to vote for the electric chair.
Yeah.
If it's to change and bring us back,
then
take all the blood out and put love in it.
Yes.
It's time to love. Once we start loving one another, our world can come back together and our children will put down the guns.
Love and respect.
Right.
You know, yeah. Put those guns down. Voices up.
Right.
Yes.
Because they really have caused a lot of pain, not just for me, for others.
It's others. People that you never met a day in your life, but then they come and tell you, like with my son, when he passed, it was probably over 100 people at his, most of them I didn't know, but I mean, the stuff that they said about him, I know he would feed the homeless a few times. He would do some, some good things, but for a few years, probably about 5 years, I was in New York, so he was still here in Florida. So, of course, he's doing things that I'm not seeing, unless he told me, oh, mommy, I did this and did that. But it gives you so much joy and pleasure to know that he didn't die, they didn't die in vain, and you have other people that really looked up to them and loved them, and it makes you smile in that way, but then you stop smiling and you may cry or frown, or when you think about my baby's gone and he doesn't need to be gone,
Right. He's just gone.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
that night when let me tell you something. They called me, my daughter called me, she told me.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I said to God, I said, God, don't let my baby die side the road.
Yeah.
I said, God, don't let my baby die side the road.
Yes.
I just say, God, don't let my baby die.
Yeah.
I said, God, don't let my baby die beside the road, because I know it was on God's timing.
Right.
My son knew that night that he was leaving this world.
Yeah.
My son got up that morning dressed in white. All white. His underclothes, his socks, his shoes, his shirt, his pants, his belt. He was in all white, Jesus. He went and visited his people.
Yeah.
His daddy people. He got off the bus and ran.
Right.
That's when my baby left this world.
I know.
But these people gotta know that there's a God.
Yes. Yes.
The Bible said it was sworn to live by, the sworn to take you out of this world.
That's right. Yes. Oh man.
And everybody knows. Coming up as a teenager and a child, they do things. Your children do things. My child did things.
Right.
I wasn't surprised. Things that he didn't think I knew.
Right.
But I know God had him. I was waiting on God's timing.
Right.
And God changed him.
Yes. Yes.
He didn't even understand what was going on. But I did. I serve a faithful God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
yes, ma'am.
That's how it is.
I'm so sorry.
It's gonna be all right. It's already all right. Because, all I could do is call his name and let his children know that he loved their daddy, loved them. They tell me they miss their daddy. My daddy not here to play with me.
Right.
People don't know that you hurt family bad. Not only the family, you hurt your own family.
Right. Exactly.
They gonna cry too. Something happened to you, or you go to prison or whatever. Your family suffer behind that. So
sad.
No mother looks for their child to go leave this world like that, and no mother look for their child to be out there shooting nobody.
Right. Exactly. My son, when he died that day, he died in a parking lot right next to a dumpster, like trash, you know. And
Really?
it's just, it's just so sad. Like,
I mean, that's where the confrontation started. He was by a dumpster when it started, right?
Yeah, he was in my vehicle. I'm gonna actually do a video and post it. It's a video that I should have done for my very first episode. But I'm gonna do that, work on that this week and post it. So I'm gonna have everything. I want to tell the whole story from when he was a little boy growing up and what happened that day. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and then post it on YouTube. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I love you, Deborah. I hope everything. We're gonna get justice. We are. God is not gonna forsake you. You already know that.
Oh, I know that.
You know that.
Yeah. I ain't tell you, it don't bother me.
Right.
I can walk this thing. If I gotta walk it by myself, baby, I can walk it.
Yeah.
I've been walking it.
Yeah.
I've been walking it. It ain't nothing gonna stop me from walking. I'm gonna continue to walk it. And even when I get justice for my child, I'm still be out there hollering for somebody else's child.
Somebody else's child that needs justice as well. Correct.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still be out there hollering. I
Yes.
holler all the time for them. When I holler for mine,
That's
I
right.
holler for theirs.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I
Yes.
do.
Yes.
We all share. One thing we got in common. That's pain.
Yep. And the worst pain you'll ever feel. And no one could really understand our pain but us. No one. Nobody. Because even if you lose someone else, but a child, that's the children. We weren't supposed to bury our children. You know.
Right.
We weren't supposed to do that. And it's so sad because nowadays, right.
It's crazy.
It is.
Somebody just come and just take life. How you gonna take something you can't give? Yeah, get right. Real, get right.
Yes, ma'am.
And I told I'm gonna tell you something. I used to be something else too to stop. We met there. And when my son got killed, they didn't want me in Dade County. I want you to know that. Because
they knew who his mama was.
Right. And so they really didn't want me there. Yeah. But I came in peace.
Right, yeah.
I talked to God.
Right.
And I told God that day. I said, Lord, you already know who I am.
Right.
You need to change me.
Mm-hmm.
You need to hold me. You know who I am.
Right.
They know who I am.
Mm-hmm. Right.
He changed me. He changed my heart, did.
Mm-hmm.
He changed my mindset, did.
Mm-hmm.
He dressed me. He said, now go forward.
Right.
Go forward.
Right.
I went in peace. I didn't come like the enemy thought I was coming.
Mm-hmm.
I came in peace.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's how I came.
And then a lot of times you have to come like that, be humble. And I think sometimes when you're humble, you'll more find out certain things. But if you come being kind of hostile, then that kind of make them shut down whoever may know information. So yeah.
I came in peace. They had me at a round table. Right?
Yeah.
With I was with the cold case people. Mm-hmm. I was with Metro Dade Police Department. We was at a round table.
Right.
It was my time to speak. They know me. I had to be real with them, but I told them straight up. On CNN, y'all all know me. Mm-hmm. Y'all know I can stand. Y'all can start a war by myself.
Right.
But I'm not gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't what I come for.
Right.
I came for justice.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I stand for, justice.
Justice for Terrence Willis.
Yes. And others.
And others. I was just about to say everybody else's name.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Justice for Terrence Willis. Justice for Derek Cummins. Justice for Jaquez Anledge. Justice for BJ. Brian Jones Jr. Let me see. Justice for Anthony Nixon. Justice for Reggie Williams, and others. God, please give all of them justice. My son's perpetrators were arrested the following day. They may call that justice, but I don't, because my son is no longer here. But please, God, let's brainstorm together and let these killers get caught, so at least these parents could get justice, for their children. Yes. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
You too, my dear.
Yes. So send me all that stuff via WhatsApp, and I'll view it, and I'll definitely come out to support you guys.
Okay. I made a song.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to put in my video.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to your phone.
Okay. Yeah, I'll link it to the video.
Now that joy has been replaced with pain, deep in my heart, a pain that never sleeps.